All right, strategy number 7, make time to celebrate people's growth. This is true in general, but particularly true for their use of technology. So why is this important? There are 3 reasons. The first, because it serves to remind people, First is because you create joy at work. Learning something new often translates into feelings of accomplishment, which make people happy. And happy people are more productive. Second, celebrating growth has a positive impact on organizational culture. If you show people in your organization that you want to celebrate their growth, then they will feel validated and inspired to continue growing. Third, it promotes innovation. Professional growth sets the stage for finding better ways to run an organization through more efficient processes, workflows, and use cases. This frees people up so they can focus on strategic initiatives, which then sets the stage for catalyzing innovation. So how do you make this happen? Acknowledge people's learnings in group settings, in email communications, or in one-on-one conversations. Here's a story share about something we've done here at Whidbey. We call it Recognition is the Reward. We incorporate a recognition is the reward ceremony into whole school meetings. We started this tradition at the end of the summer, right before school started, where we created a variety of categories relevant to the software, and we give recognition as the reward for those employees who have done a great job with the software. Now, granted, this was a tradition we did for a few years when we first started using Veracross, and it was very effective at helping model good usage of the software for other folks as well, and having a fun time while doing it. Here are some examples of what that looked like. These are slides from the actual presentation that I was giving to the full staff. Best use of embedded media in class, largest collection of resources, best knowledge of the back end. And when we actually introduce who the winners are, you can see it looked something like this. PRA is the name of a classroom, runner-up PRD, a different classroom, and honorable mentions as well. Keith, I think you may have wanted to make a comment on the last slide there. Was there something you wanted to say about this?
I just have a great story. I was working with the school, St. John's Prep in Danvers, Massachusetts. There was someone there named Mary, and Mary was the most curious and gritty software user I've ever met, where she may not have got it at first, but she just kept asking questions and just kept trying and failing and trying. And so some of the awards can be grittiest software, grittiest employee, most curious employee. It doesn't have to be something tangible like largest collection of resources. But going back to Tim, your previous point of especially highlighting those folks that maybe struggle early, this can be a great way to just boost their confidence and encourage them to be more curious and to continue to be gritty and to continue to persevere with the
Absolutely.
software.
Yeah, great example. Thank you, Keith. All right, so I also wanted to say about this approach, why it's so valuable. This approach can function to serve multiple purposes. It's a fun way for employees to celebrate. When we did the recognition as reward, everyone was laughing. It was just a really fun time. It highlights best practices, and it reinforces continuous improvement as a value in your organization. And it creates a little healthy competition, which can result in even more growth. All right, here's a review of number 7. Make time to celebrate people's growth and their use of technology. The why is because people get a sense of accomplishment, which translates to joy, and happy people are more productive and more likely to innovate. The how is acknowledge people's growth journeys in person or in emails. Hold recognition as the reward ceremonies to celebrate people's accomplishments.